survive for the toast. I'm excited actually. I never had. Have you? Everybody has heard of Vegemite sauce? No? Oh, I heard it is delicious. So.
Everyone's on treats, right?
We are on for treats tonight.
Is it made from guavas?
Yeast? Yeast? It's made of yeast.
Anyway, it says that this week, the upcoming week, it's gonna rain all week. I don't trust weather forecast system, but it says like 90%. So this time maybe. So what we do on rainy day in Korea is that, okay, we all go to pocha. You guys know what it is?
Yep.
Pocha is a small bar with red wall. You guys might have seen it in Tokebi if you guys have seen that show, Goblin. No? They're having soju on that show. Anyway, they drink soju, they drink makgeolli on a rainy day, and they all go to 노래방, the karaoke. So that is exactly our plan for today also after class. So, you're in for 노래방? You're in for some little 노래방? SD, you're in for some 노래방?
Practice before.
Oh, yeah, right. So this is gonna be a little debut tonight. If there's some Indian songs at the 노래방, it is going to be amazing.
I'm gonna run.
So while eating toast, I'll give you guys about 5 minutes. There are some newcomers and like regular members. So for newcomers, like introduce yourself with the group and talk about what you guys do in your country on a super rainy day. So I'll give you about 5 to 10 minutes. So here we go. 기정님 양쪽에서 파트너예요.
네.
So Gretchen and Jay, he's going to be your partner today. Oh, Azucena, your partner's a little late today.
Oh, I have a partner?
Yeah. He says he's gonna come around. Hey, what's up, Caleb?
7 of us.
Sit here.
There's someone else, the security guy.
Hold back, I mean.
Okay, Jonathan, give me your honest reaction.
Strong? Yeah. Salty. Like, I can use this in Chinese food.
Try some.
I made it really late.
Later? I don't think my stomach can take it right now.
You have some sanitizers? Huh? You have some sanitizers? Sanitizers. I'm not sure, maybe outside. Okay, I'm going in.
Da.
Yes, I did. Try some toast.
I made it really late. Because if you've never eaten it before. Yeah, and I made it really strong. It will
It's not like super strong, like
absolutely
chocolate sauce.
revolting.
Huh. This is
You want me to make you a strong one?
new. Now, strong one goes to the person who is unable to answer questions today. The strong one is going to be penalty.
Like 30 minutes of course. Does it rain in Australia soon? Does it rain like spiders or something dangerous?
No, they're the same though. It's raining cat.
They got on the US too.
You like the bread? The Vegemite, you heard of it? The Vegemite, the sauce. Is Australian butter designed to kill us all. Is there
Yeah.
a song
It's
about it?
salty and bitter.
Oh no, is there a song about Vegemite?
Yeah. I'm not going to sing it, but I'm playing.
Could it be in Norebang?
No.
No,
No way.
it's like the ad campaign. So like all Australians know the Vegemite song.
Well, it's like, remember that hat slammed down under?
That sounds
Remember that hat slammed down under? That's what
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Oh.
It's like
Oh,
sugar.
it's gold.
Really?
Oh.
Is it like what? Is it like bitter?
Oh, minute.
No, it's the best bread that I ever had.
Bread? I'm still like parsing things out. Like the bus gives me like hard time.
Oh,
Like,
right.
I feel like I might eat that after.
Mom was right.
It's like hour and a half. I'm done. That's it.
You doing okay, SK?
Ah! There was a condensed Vegemite here. Yummy!
Did you use this as marinated beef?
Yeah, people do. Or like add it for stuff.
Yeah, I think that should be great on meat.
Early on, a little bit. You know, like the bouillon too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could make a roux out of this.
I think I'm so
It looks like.
I'm a little bit nervous. Because
I think it's
I'm not speaking
misleading.
English.
They tell us.
Your name is Russian, right? Nice to meet you. My dad's from Oregon.
Oh, really?
Born in Northern Ireland.
That's something where you go. So, know where your day is?
Nah, I don't know. My dad's from Klamath Falls, and my uncle lives in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would love to see that. That's like 3-wheelers ever had. Thank you. Get over here. Well, hi. Every year. Is everyone else in that one just terrible? They need like a beer to clean that place up?
Portland?
Beautiful town. Too bad you said downtown on fire.
Even when I was on, it was like, my brain is just like, I know the words, yeah, but when I go to drive, now it's just completely,
김민님, 안녕하세요. 여기 앉으시면 돼요.
it's really sad. I mean, it's like,
여기 사이 앉으시면 돼요. 네.
It's like actual shelter, like, you know, like, or like, you can't just.
That's a traffic spot.
Oh, yeah.
All the homeless people.
As strong as you can.
Like arresting
Community rehab, education. My uncle's a nurse. My uncle's a nurse. He's always telling me that most of my birds go to rehab, and then they act out violently and stuff, and just to come back on the street again.
Okay, guys, please focus. Don't worry, you're gonna have time to talk until you get sick of each other. So today we have three newcomers today, Jay, Kijong, and Gretchen. Usually for newcomers, they have to get up on desk and dance, but today we're gonna skip that.
I don't have my guns on me.
So Jay, could you introduce yourself to us a little?
Sure.
Like your nationality, or like what do you do, where you're from?
So my name is Jay, from Maryland, United States, and I've been here now for almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So your Korean ability should be.
Yeah, it should be good, but it's not. It's very, very, like, almost non-existent.
Okay, perfect. Welcome, Jay. And Kijong?
Okay. Introduce myself. My name is Hee-jung. My name also my English name is Jimmy. So you can say Sum Jimmy. Okay. Now I'm working in program in financial sector, and I have changed my job to go to Japan.
Japan.
Yeah. A bit available, and I want to make some foreigner friends in there. So, 감사합니다.
Nice to meet you, Kijong. And Gretchen?
Hi, I'm Gretchen. I'm from Oregon.
Oregon.
And I'm currently a student, but not going to school in Korea. I'm going to school online, to a school in Oregon. I'm studying psychology. And I've been in Korea for about 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months. What do you like to do, Gretchen?
I like to do art and things like that. I actually came here on kind of a cultural exchange program where I lived with a family, so I taught their daughter English for 3 months. We did a lot of, arts and crafts and things like that.
Okay, nice. Welcome, Gretchen. So today, since in most university it is vacation time also. It is vacation time right now, right, Caleb? So many of them went back home to come back before, like when the semester begins. And many of them are asking me, oh, I'm going back to my country. Any recommendations what I should take to give to my family or send to my family? So I said, I'll bring a box of soju and bring makgeolli. And if you have a mother or sister, bring Korean cosmetics or masks.
Like cosmetic masks.
Or medicines, because like they're relatively cheap. So today is all about sending stuff back to your country. Thanks to Alexa for giving us the inspiration. Anyway, in Korea, most of my students take like soju or seaweed. Have you guys ever had seaweed? When you eat it rice, there's nothing like it. It's the best. You don't need any fancy side dishes. Just seaweed, and that's it. Or like I said, cosmetics or some Korean traditional items. So I will give you guys about 5 minutes. So Korean partners, share some other things, like recommend some other items that your partner should take to your country when they go back. And international students. If we go to your country, what should we buy? What are some items that we must buy? So talk about that. Here we go. 기정님, 두 분이랑 하시면 돼요.
Just to give, the popular question.
No, they will.
Yeah,
The scheme is verified of company. No, they might not have any degree outside.
Didn't the mouse take food over?
They're being an option here.
Can you mouse?
Friend of mine lived here for 6 years.
I think, yeah, that everybody can know food, that's what I was confused, so why would you know so short? Oh, yeah, I mean, I didn't think that's not, I didn't think that's not particularly, Oh, you mean like what would I bring my family? Yeah, actually, you know, my mom is vegan also, and so I bought her the, I tried potato snacks.
Sometimes I write kimchi
Yeah.
and
Yeah, she
wrapper
was
and
really,
I get that snack.
and I put, yeah, and I put a lot of those kind of dried.
My heart.
You have to find out create excuse to bring it down.
Buy 10, sell it on the market.
The guest house, you have like
Not very bitter.
box full of K-pop
Oh, yeah, yeah.
albums.
What about
Like,
no,
when they have some-
no?
I mean, that
Just
sounds
with
like a very
you
big
that
piece.
are not, that are
And my
not.
mom was she likes
Yes, so yeah, stuff like that, you know, like maybe something to buy, maybe a book, you know.
Where are you going?
But that are not like a, what about like a little, like the little charms?
About Texas. I know people from Texas. Like, I'm from Alabama. So what should I buy? You might obviously buy some college souvenir. Famous college
Little flower baby
Auburn
charms.
and Alabama. Get some nice college jerseys. That's always good for from the
Yeah.
towns. I
How do you
feel
say
like
charms? Charms in Korean, charms.
Birmingham's the largest city. I don't know.
charm.
Charms.
That's an office.
그 이렇게 막 그 약간 행운용으로 약간 걸어오는 거 있잖아요. 이렇게 매달아 놓는 거. 쬐끄맣게 그거. 네, 그러니까 막 이렇게 막 그 주렁주렁 해갖고 이제 매달려 있는 거 있잖아요. 약간 장식품 같은 거. You know, better to show.
I got one of those little magnets with the charm on it. Yes, and like these. Charms.
Yeah. 여기 정확한 명칭이 기억이 안 나요.
Wait, what do you call it?
I'm not exactly sure. He's looking it up.
Boots? Those boot shit? That sounds Canadian, eh?
Not again? Not again? Yeah. Oh, is it?
India, there's quite a lot of certificate. So when I was what if you said I bought a lot of stuff for my friends in New York. So in my city, tiny crops. So things made behind, like objects like small baskets or like
What up?
Waiting, you're taking turns with
metal carving.
아, 괜찮아, 괜찮아. 잘하고 계세요, 잘하고 계세요.
Trying his best.
I mean, it's not easy. Like,
Okay, how about you? You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything.
I'm taking a break.
No, you just got here. Okay, how about this? What gift would you recommend? Non-food related.
Non-food related. The biggest one would be. You're from California, right? A fan,
A
a
fan?
really pretty fan.
Oh, you mean like these fans, right?
This kind of
Oh,
fan.
no, that's actually not right. It's not a fan.
아니 아니 부채요 부채. 네네네.
Fan, yeah, that's a good idea.
Really like pretty look like traditionally decorated fan,
You can see, you see, because we have food, it's gone.
and you can open up the like, and then like.
Dramatic. No, I used to have one.
Mhm,
It would be like a fancy one.
And you could be like,
That's like, I mean, my favorite part.
Portland's a very famous city for food. It's homosexual. Yeah.
Actually, when I came here, I stayed with the family, I brought them this, like, myrtle with wool, so. There's a lot of like local crafters and artists, so.
Nature is like fantastic. Yeah, like here's Mount St. Helens. It is so big you can see it far away.
okay, guys,
In Washington.
let's hear. Jay, when you go back to your country, what are some items that you're gonna buy? You're gonna take?
I just said something back the other day, a coffee mug.
Coffee mug.
Yeah, like the ones, so they like to collect Starbucks mugs that have like the location. So I went to, when I was in the Philippines, when I said for just excellent, but then also the butter cookies.
Butter cookies.
Yeah, like they're like at the convenience stores.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, it tastes like, not butter, but, I don't know, again, almond butter nuts.
Almond butter type.
So, yeah, just like little candy stuff.
Okay, so mostly there will be food or cup
Yeah, food and like
objects.
because like someone asked for a shirt, but the name like fittings don't necessarily translate to American fitting.
That's true.
So they asked for a size, I'm like, I don't think that's gonna fit.
No.
They're like, they're tall, I'm like, that's not, I don't think they make that size.
How about Gretchen? Like, what would you take back home?
I actually sent my family a package of food. I sent them, sorry, what are they called? The sweet potato chips?
Korean snacks.
쫀득이? You mean this?
Yeah, I sent those to my mom because she likes that kind of stuff. And a lot of arts and crafts supplies from Art Box from my niece.
Art box. They sell pretty stuff, cute stuff. And SD, other than Bollywood biggest hits, DVD packages.
Back home now, I probably take like every flavored soju.
Every flavored soju.
Except flavors. Except mint chocolate soju.
Except mint chocolate. I freaking hate mint chocolate soju. That's the worst.
Like the Poppy Goat chocolate soju. is
You
actually
like mint
good.
chocolate
No,
soju?
I didn't know that existed. That exists?
Yeah, mint chocolate soju.
I've never heard of that.
Like I think like chocolate soju is like a chocolate
What is wrong
liqueur.
with people?
Uh-huh. Exactly. The goddamn young generation. Like.
Young? You're like 5 years old. Worse than you.
Maybe like a little almost, except it's not.
Okay, Jonathan,
Alright.
what would you take back home?
I'd like to buy some things of red ginseng for my parents and my kung fu teacher, and yeah, I still talk to them. Yeah, I have a kung fu teacher, and I'd also like to buy my dad and my teacher again catalogs from the National Museum, because you go to the museum, buy a catalog of all their permanent exhibits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so those are like things that I'd like to take with me for some time.
And Sonok, thank you for bringing Vegemite toasts. You guys should finish that up. Finish that plate. Someone's got to finish that plate. I'm not finishing it.
Yeah, I've had enough.
Anyway,
Sit on that one.
what would you take back home?
I usually, in the past, would take sheet masks.
Masks?
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
uh-huh.
Like beauty masks.
A beauty mask, like for the entire face.
Yeah.
This kind of
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
They don't have mask, like this kind of mask in Australia? Or
So what's it?
they don't have like this kind of beauty mask in Australia?
They
Or
do, but they're cheaper in Korea.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like 10 for 10 here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
Cheap.
it's much expensive, much more expensive in... okay. And how about Alexa? What would you take to Germany?
My friends want K-pop albums.
K-pop albums.
Yeah, all the Korean exclusive stuff because
Mhm.
it's really expensive in Europe.
Oh,
Buy
really?
K-pop stuff, yeah.
Okay. K-pop stuff. Like, so what band are your friends requesting?
Like one of my friends really likes Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are. I'm old. What do you expect?
I don't know. Like the new Shiny album. Shiny.
Shiny, I know them.
Yeah,
Yes.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years. Hey.
It's like more than 10 years ago.
I know, it's
They were my childhood. What are you talking about? They came out when I was in middle school.
Children.
oh my god.
And Azusena, what would you take back home?
When I went to the Gongbokgung Palace,
Gyeongbokgung?
I saw like these videos of like these Korean dogs.
Korean dogs?
Dolls.
Doll, okay.
Dolls are real dressed up in the hanbok.
Uh-huh.
And I would take them, they're so pretty, you know what I mean? Like they're great decoration and like if you were extra.
I bought one for my mom.
They were debating back there, like if you said Korean dogs,
You're gonna steal a Jindo?
A doll.
doll, they were pretty actually.
They are very pretty. I think they're very pretty. I would take them.
And Caleb,
I probably would take like beauty masks for my cousins.
beauty masks. Oh, it must be cheap here.
And then I would take that too.
hmm And if we go to your country, most of students today are Americans, and the best thing that I experienced while I was living in Indianapolis for 1 year was deep fried Oreo and deep fried Twinkies.
There's a
When I
place
went-
that sells deep fried Oreos in Hongdae.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's a go to a Cuban sandwich shop called Tampa,
Mhm.
Hongdae, right around Yeonnam-do.
Uh-huh.
You can get some cubanas and deep fried Oreos for dessert.
I had it when I was in a Nebraska State Fair. That was the best thing ever. So, if we go to your country, for American students, what should we buy? You got nothing to offer?
A nice switchblade.
Switchblade. That would fit in. Yeah, I should put that into my bag and just
Put it in your big luggage. Not your carry-on.
a switchblade.
Yeah.
Anything else? If we go to America.
I feel like in LA, in downtown LA, there's a little place called O'Leary Street, and it's like a little Mexico part. And so if you go, there's a lot of touristy stuff you can buy. And then I know it's very famous, like Mexicans like they eat puppets. So you could buy your own puppet and then like play with them. They might have like a little gun and everything.
Are they wearing sombreros?
Yeah,
Okay, then I'll take it then.
and it's very cute. It's like good for kids, you know.
Good for kids. And Alexa, if we go to Germany, or just as an essential thing that we should buy?
We have a flavor that nobody else has. It's called Waldmeister, and it's like a root, it's like cattle.
It
But
tastes like root.
No, it has like a flavor that I can't really describe. It's like usually sweet. It's like jello or like drinks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's green. It's like really, really green.
It-
Waldmeister.
Weidmeister.
Yeah, like translated, it's like forest master.
Forest master.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because it's green.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey, like Germans know what they're talking about. Have you guys have Haribo?
Yeah, Haribo too.
Uh-huh. That's the German jello.
Yeah.
And in Australia, Vegemite sauce.
There are multiple products.
Ah, this is good.
Must purchase
Another one is actually Tim Tams.
Tim Cams.
They're like chocolate biscuits. And we make them in Australia.
They're from Australia.
Mm.
Very, very tasty.
Mm. I can't find them here. And
Ah, that's too bad. If you go to Australia, at the airport, there are some kangaroo dolls or penguin dolls. If you press it, it says, "Go ahead, mate." That's the cutest thing ever. And SD, if you go to India, what should we buy?
From India?
Yeah. If we go to India.
Depends on where you go, because every state has like a different culture.
Mhm.
So you'll find like different things.
In your area, then.
In my area, you could, like I said, like you could buy a lot of handicraft products.
Mhm.
Like products made with hands, like tiny objects or things, or maybe sweets. We're pretty famous for sweets.
For sweet stuff.
Yeah, so like sweets made with nuts.
Nuts. Okay. If you go to India, in your area, which is north? Central. Okay. We'll keep in mind. So let's get to grammatical stuff. Today's object is you're talking with your Korean friend, and you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm trying to send a gift to my family, and I have no idea what to send." So you're gonna have to learn to family, and I'm about to, and I'm not sure, and I don't know. So those are grammatical parts that we're gonna learn today. So to whom, we're gonna start with that. Now, this is pretty confusing because there are 3 versions to say to someone, and they're not optional, so they're kind of difficult and confusing. There are 3 versions. The first one is que, so it kind of sounds like Spanish, right? So que is honorific. If you're giving something, or if you're talking to someone who is above you, well, it's kind of weird to say above, like your boss, or your parents, or your teachers. When you're talking to them, you say their title, and then you add que behind. And ege and hante, those are the rest of 2 versions. They mean exactly the same. But ege is kind of more formal. Like you write them in documents, or I gave this to my friend, but if you're talking to someone higher, you say ege. And hante is truly informal form. Like you're talking to your friend, and oh, I'm gonna give this to my family, but I'm not sure what to give. Then you add hante behind. So there's friends, brothers, sisters, boyfriend, girlfriend, or parents. So I'll give you guys about 2 minutes. Korean partners. So give them quiz like this. Oh, so if you're saying that I'm gonna give something to my teacher, what would you put behind? You got it? Okay, I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Practice with your partner. Here we go.
You're gonna help. So how about your career?
Give, 주다. Or 주다, or 드리다. 드리다 is honorific form. 주다 is to give in general. So better to say 주다. So what do you want to say? All right. So give to your brother. How would you say it? Which one would it be? 주다. 줄 거예요. That's the future tense. I'm gonna give to my brother. 한테 is the right form because like he's your brother. That's how you're supposed to say it. Good. Or how about I'm gonna give to my teacher? How would you say it? Teacher is 선생님.
How close do you get to teachers in your family? How close do you get to teachers? Like senpai culture, where like I'm over here.
Yeah. But like since you're like student, teachers like are here.
선생님.
No, ege is when you guys are equal, which is honorific form. 게. Like it's supposed to be 드릴 거예요, like the honorific form. The verb becomes honorific also. So 선생님께 드릴 거예요. 드리다. That's give, but in honorific form. So 드릴 거예요. No, it's future tense. 줄 거예요. 드리다. 드릴 거예요. It's exactly the same. 주다 becomes 드리다. Same thing. 드릴 거예요.
Family for
Okay.
I heard something.
I'm pretty used to expression too.
I'm planning to send to my family, but I don't
선생님.
Did I spell it wrong? Oh, God damn it.
선생님. 선. Not 성. 선. This ni은 at the bottom.
드릴 거예요. 선생님께 드릴 거예요. 선생님께 드릴 거예요. 남동생한테 드릴 거예요.
No, the rest is fine, right?
You know,
The rest is fine.
처음에 usually depends on the situation. Really, we or
Okay, guys, can you focus? Okay, in my opinion, this is stupid. Like, because it's like, oh, he's above you. You say 게, or like, oh, like they're really equal. Like, you should say 한테. Like this, is like inconvenient and stupid. And if you say 게, the verb should be honorific also. So, for example, 주다, to give. So if you're giving to your like, family or your friend, 한테 주다, which is I'm gonna give to. But if you're giving it to your boss, 게, it should become 드리다, which is honorific form of 주다. So in my opinion, this is stupid. But if you like put the wrong one in front of like Korean boss or professors, they might get pissed off. So it is better to know. And the next thing is, I'm planning to do this. So for example, my girlfriend's birthday is coming up, and I'm in super dilemma right now. So I'm planning to do something, but I am screwed because I was planning to book like a hotel, nice hotel with like rooftop pool and everything. And the weather forecast, it says it's gonna super rain this week, all week. Now, personally, I don't trust Korean weather forecast system. They always say, oh, there's a 55% chance of raining, which means that there is 45% that it is not gonna rain. But it says 90% and it's gonna thunder and lightning. If we go to pool, we might die. So I'm in dilemma right now, so give me some inspirations later.
Indoor pool?
Hmm?
Indoor pool?
No, it's rooftop,
No,
so
we should do an indoor pool.
indoor pool.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about the weather.
No, but she's not into pool. She's just into like atmosphere. So I'm screwed.
You are.
Take her to a spot that isn't raining.
Anyway, so verb plus I'm about to, I'm planning to. So like you said, oh, I'm planning to send the gift to my family. So repeat after me. When the verb ends with consonant, which is 받침, verb plus 으려고 하다. Repeat after me. 으려고 하다. Now you guys all know that 하다 is to do. 으려고 하다, and if it doesn't end with 받침, you say, repeat after me, 으려고 하다. But there is one irregularity. Now, if there is 받침 lir, like L or R sound, even though there is 받침, it sounds, you add 려고 하다. You guys got it? No, it's not my job, it's Korean partner's job, so I'm just gonna move on. So, for example, 먹다, which means to eat. Now, 먹다, the 먹 ends with 받침, so you say 먹으려고 하다. And 가다, which means to go, since there is no 받침, you say 가려고 하다. But like I said earlier, if it ends with lir 받침, so 팔다, which means to sell, it has 받침, but SD, how would you conjugate? 팔다. 팔려고 하다. Because so it says 려고 하다, like there's no 받침. So this is one irregularity that you guys should keep in mind. So there are some bunch of verbs that I have prepared for you. I'll give you guys about 2 to 3 minutes. Korean partners, test your partner with these words. And if you guys have some verbs that you don't know or you would personally like to know, ask your Korean partner. Here we go. You got it, Mama? 만들다 is to make. So how would you conjugate 만들다? 하다.
But how would you conjugate
하다 itself, 하다 becomes like 하다 is simple. There's no 받침.
Okay, it's much.
So 하려고 하다. But it's supposed to be 하려고. But there are two lir, like same lir, so they are like redundant. So we just say 하려고. So 하려고, it becomes like redundant, same consonant coming like in row. So we just like remove one.
Is that casual or is that the rule?
It's rule, but it's also like it's a rule because it is easy to say. 하려고 하다, no, like just 하려고 하다. It's easier to say.
that's why it's 만들려고 하다. 만들려고. Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm, this sound right here is a...
격다. This is, it sounds the same, like one or two, it sounds the same. 격다. 격다. Mhm. So if you conjugate, it becomes 겪으려고 하다. Now these irregularities also, 걷다, 듣다, to walk or to listen. Now, 걷으려고 하다. It sounds kind of unnatural. People just say 걸으려고 하다. So it changes to leer. And 듣다 also. 들으려고 하다. 들으려고 하다.
How is this not a tongue twister? Some of these sound like tongue twisters when you have the robe on too. Like, look at this one. This is your robe.
열려고 하다.
It sounds like saying yo-yo. You know what I mean? I figured this one on my own. I should figure that
열다 means to open.
And I know how to write this down. What is it called? So we have earth, and then
deep connection with culture. So the top is the what is the So we are working on because of words, we just use English.
Like the porridge.
Just one.
yeah, but this is the root, but this is not what this is do, isn't it?
So yeah, when you any corporate or
바뀌잖아요.
네, 걸으려고. 그러니까 이게 그 걷으려고 그게 그 자웅충돌이 일어나서 그런 건데 그것까지 설명하기 너무 복잡해져가지고 그냥 이렇게 있어.
This one is a
Yeah.
root, when you put root,
Only in this case.
only in that
걷,
specific
걷,
case.
걷. So imagine saying 걷으려고 하다. 걷으려고 하다.
Really hard.
When would you use this?
I have
When would you use this to walk?
To walk. Like, I like to walk. 걷는 거 좋아해요. 응? 걸으려고 하다. So when after 이음 comes, it becomes 걸. But this is like way too complicated to explain. Like it's called consonant crash.
Oh, yeah.
But like I skipped it. I'm too lazy for that.
It's a kind of irregular. It doesn't follow the same.
Okay, guys, focus. Please focus. Okay, everyone's like 걷다, 듣다. This one sucks because these are irregularities. 걷다, normally it should become 걷으려고 하다, but it is super inconvenient to say. Now, grammatically, it's called like consonant crash, but I'm just gonna say it is inconvenient and hard to say 걷으려고 하다 or 듣으려고 하다. It's just hard to say. So we switch to 걸으려고 하다 or 들으려고 하다. Now, I could go super academic about this, but I don't see the point of it. So let's just skip and move on. And 들으려고 하다.
I think that there are two.
I feel like with Korean, for me, it's always sounds very blended.
Mm-hmm.
It makes more sense when you say it like that. 'Cause I think when I hear you say it, even when you guys change it, it sounds more natural. When you guys change it, it sounds like.
So there are so many irregularities just because it is inconvenient to say.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
Like, you come with all these like exceptions.
But the scholars are too embarrassed to say, oh, because it's inconvenient. They put all kinds of grammatical rule behind it, but it's basically it is just because it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to So we're just conjugating right now?
This is next one. I'm just waiting for them to like grasp the concept of 걷으려고 하다 or 듣으려고 하다. Now I'm waiting for them right now, like to like grasp the idea.
Learning the Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese, or as different dialects like Hakka and stuff like that.
In general,
알다, 알려고 하다.
There are so many
Oh, yeah, I know. So offensive.
Okay, guys. Hope you got the idea of it. Let's move on. Now, this part is about expressing uncertainty. I'm not sure what to do. Like, I'm trying to plan the lovely date for my girlfriend, but I'm not sure which one to plan, and I'm screwed. And you guys say, ha ha ha, you're screwed. So, this is about that. Now, you can say, oh, you can hold the shirt, like you can try out a shirt and say, oh, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit for me. Or, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat this. So repeat after me. Now there are two versions always, if it ends with consonant, 받침, consonant, or not. So if it ends with consonant, you say 을지. Repeat after me. 을지. So there's adjective, verb, noun, and behind that you add 을지, and I'm not sure this is good enough, or I'm gonna do this. So 맞다. Ever guys Have you guys heard of this word? 맞다. 맞다 has many meanings. It means to get beat up, but we're not doing that. It also means to fit. So I'm not sure if this will fit. You say, since it ends with consonant, you say, do you want to beat me up, Sonok? And you're like, oh, are you?
That also means to be correct, right? To be correct.
Correct also. Correct also.
What did it mean again?
맞다? 맞다 means like get it right, fit, and beat the shit out of.
You're getting it right, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are many.
So
Wait, so when you say majda, that means to correct somebody, so you correct somebody from their mess, is that what you're saying? Is that the connotation?
wait, tell me one more time.
Is the connotation behind majda to correct somebody, so if you're using it to whip somebody's ass, like correcting it or
Uh-huh. So it depends on context. Like, so since it ends with 받침, you say 맞을지. So it could, there's no context here, so it could mean anything. It could mean, oh, I'm not sure this is right. Or I'm not sure this will fit. I'm not sure that I will get beat up. It could mean anything. Now, 살다. This means several things also. In general, it means to live. Live like you don't die, or you live here. It means both, like live. So I'm not sure I'm gonna live. This kind of sounds weird. Okay, like come to think about it, this is a bad example. But you say 살다. Right. Okay, my bad. This is irregularity. Let's move on. So 먹다. It ends with consonant. You say to eat. 먹을지. 먹을지. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat or not. So you say 을지 or 르지, and you say 모르겠어요. And 모르겠어요 means I don't know or I'm not sure. So this would mean I'm not sure if this is that. I'm not sure that this will fit. So you guys know what 맛있다 means? 맛있다 is tasty. So Jay, how would you conjugate 맛있다? I'm not sure it's going to be tasty.
I don't know. So where's the...
맛있다, eat. So you remove 다. Eat ends with 받침. You add 을지. 맛있을지 모르겠어요. So 맛있, 맛있, and since it ends with 받침, you add 을지 모르겠어요. It's not that complicated. Just remove 다. Check if the final word ends with 받침 or not. If it does, just add 을지 모르겠어요. So 맛있을지 모르겠어요. Or 사다, which is to buy. Now, 선옥, how would you say, I'm not sure if I'm gonna purchase these pants? No, this is, I'm not sure this size gonna fit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna purchase these pants. Pants is 바지, by the way. 바지. So noun plus so 바지. So 바지 and verb and 을지 모르겠어요. So 바지 and 사다. 바지 사다 is to buy pants. 바지 사다, but you're saying I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy these or not. So 바지 살지 모르겠어요. You got it? One more. 좋아하다. You guys know what it means? To like something, to like someone. So how would you say I'm not sure like someone's gonna like it or not. 아주세나? So you don't say like someone or anything. Like just say, I'm not sure. Like, how would you conjugate? 좋아할지 모르겠어요. Okay, that is good. So, Korean partners, with your partner, there are many verbs and many nouns that you can practice with. Or like this, 언니가 선물을, I'm not sure my sister will like the gift. So make a sentence for your partners and like give them keywords, like what they need to know, and practice with them. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes.
Is it right to say team 몰라요, or does it have to be
Yeah, this one I've been like very good at.
잘할지.
This one,
if I'm talking to someone informally,
Caleb? Do you know how to say, okay, you got this? I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy these pants. 이 바지 살지 모르겠어요. I'm gonna buy these pants. 사다 is the verb. 맞다 사이즈가 맞다 it's like 맞다 since it ends with 받침. 맞다. This one. This right here.
Oh, really? Okay.
맞다.
Yeah,
맞을지
맞을지?
모르겠어요.
모르겠어요.
Do you know why this is 을지?
yeah, because it's like
Why is 을지 instead of just 리을지? Okay. For example, 좋아하다. There is no 을지. It's just like the 받침 리을 plus 지. Because 좋아하다. Like if you remove 다, there's no 받침 here. Then you just add. But for this 맞다, there's consonants. So 을지. So 맞을지 모르겠어요. How would you say? Do you know how to say to go travel? 여행 가다. 여행. Do you know 여행? So 여행 가다 means to go travel. So how would you say? How would you conjugate? I'm not sure. I'm gonna travel or not.
Okay.
So it's easy. It's just remove ta all the time.
Okay. So 여긴 모르겠어요.
Nice. You got it.
Okay, so it just has to be context. Buy an apartment or live in it. So what am I saying about the Like, I don't know what to live in this apartment.
That is my mission.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasó?
This expression is just not being sure about something, right?
Mhm.
And can you use it for anything?
Almost any, yeah, basically
It's not
anything.
like, I don't want it to be like tied to a specific.
Do you have examples?
Well, no, because he gave me, a, you know, he was like, oh, what if, I'm not sure what to do tomorrow. So would it be like, tomorrow is
내일.
내일.
What to do? To do is easy.
Video game terms, they call it break.
모르겠어요.
이 책, different. 이 책을
할지 모르겠어요. Yeah. This is how it works. Or
Useful expression.
this is good expression.
I want to know this one.
Like
Or like,
when you have like two options, but they both look so good, you don't know what to pick. I'm not sure which one to pick. Now the verb is 고르다. How would you say? 뭐?
For talking about
So I'm not sure. It's basically you're uncertain, but you just said morugeseo to show that you like.
I think so.
You're unsure what colors are
Sure.
sure
For
about.
comprehension, I sometimes study my feeling. One is really I'm not sure what was it. You just have to pick up what was the name. Why?
Okay, guys, let's practice with some verbs. Like you guys get the idea, right? Think so? So 을지 모르겠다 is uncertain. It's different from I don't know. If you just don't know, you would say 모르겠어요. Like I don't know. But 을지 모르겠어요 is like I'm not sure. It works like that. So let's say there are two items. You have limited money. Now they both look so good. You don't know which one to pick. Now the verb to pick is 고르다. 고르다. Now if you remove 다, you can see it doesn't end with consonant. So it's the 뭐 is which one, right? So how would you say, I don't know which one to pick? 고를지 모르겠어요 because it doesn't end with consonant. The easiest one is when there's the form and just remove 다 all the time. And remove 다 and in front of 다, just check if it ends with 받침 or not. That will make it easier. Uh-oh. Computer crash? John, I think I broke your computer. I'm sorry. 렉 걸렸나 본데?
Not sure right now, no.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
됐다.
So we each
아,
I know, but I don't know.
How would you say it? Once, but in coffee.
He's trying to break the game. I'm not sure. He's trying to break the game. Them's fast words.
So that is convenient to speak English and make more friends.
It's also
okay, guys, one question. We might have to book for a place for makgeolli or something like that. So, who's coming? We might have to call the place and to find out. Gretchen, you're not coming? Okay. 모르겠어요. You say 갈지 모르겠어요. See, super useful. Anyway, here's the you applied it right away. New objective. So I'm trying to send a gift to my family. I'm not sure which one to send, and you will say, "What should I send?" And you will say, Korean would give recommendation. Send this, beauty products or fan or whatever. So, on verb, now again also, there are two versions always. If it ends with 받침, behind verb, remove 다. If it ends with 받침, you say 을까요? Repeat after me. 을까요? And if it doesn't end with 받침, you say 를까요? Now they're different. It sounds same, but one is 을까요 and the other is lier at the 받침 and just adding 까요. So for example, now do you guys know what 뭘 means? 뭘 is what or which. So what should I send? So send is 보내다. Now, when you remove 다 from 보내다, it doesn't end with consonant, right? So Caleb, how would you say, what should I send? Because it doesn't end with consonant, you just say lier, 까요, behind. And SD, do you know the verb for to close? 닫다. And so you know what the door is? 문. So how would you say, should I close the door? 문을 닫을까요? Now, 닫. Oh. Now, 닫 ends with consonant, so you add 을까요 behind. And 아즈세나? Do not say bad words. Let's say I'm trying to ask you out to a movie. Now, you look gross already. So, movie is 영화, and the verb is 보다. So how would you say, you want to watch a movie with me?
I like how you're making me ask you. Okay. 영화. Can I say more?
No, more is what? Just, I'm asking you out.
And so 영화 볼까요?
영화 볼까요? Should we watch movie? So this is asking for other person's opinion. So, 파티 가다, which is to attend party. So, Alexa, how would you conjugate 파티 가다? 갈까요? Okay, like that. So, this should be pretty easy. I'll give you guys 1 or 2 minutes. Korean partners, give some new verbs that might confuse international students. Okay, here we go. And to open is 열다.
North?
Uh-huh.
To open? Should I open the door?
Oh, no, never mind. Okay,
And right?
should we eat? 먹다.
Mokta.
So, should I eat? So you can say, what should we eat? Then that would be more. 먹? Why?
What?
Why is it 먹을까요?
Because you can't, there's lots in there, right?
Uh-huh.
So you can't, yeah, I was just like, oh, I have to add something.
Okay, so what will guys?
Move here, right? So obviously move here,
I was gonna ask it.
Good, good, not
I was gonna ask like what should I drink?
Real, oh, real, and, oh, okay, okay.
Caleb,
So right
and
now,
how would you
real
say want to drink?
for-
Like, you want to drink beer? How would you say it? 마시다. Uh-huh. How would you conjugate? 맥주 마실까요? You're asking someone out to drink. 맥주 마실까요?
When you're conjugating as a verb, is it the same thing? Or do you conjugate?
Which one?
The person is replying. How would you conjugate a response? Let's say you're doing so affirmatively, would conjugate.
It would depend what, like, so this is just, Kayo is just generally asking for those people's opinion. So it could be like, should I do it? Or do you want to do this? Like, what should I do? Like, what would you recommend? So it could be anything. So answer would vary. So like, it could be anything.
You're just saying yes.
좋아요.
좋아요.
네, 뭐, 네. 네, 좋아요. 뭐, they just like that. 여기 앞에 해리 그 포차 한번 알아봐봐. 조금씩 검색해봐.
Saying it for now.
Okay, I know how most people say you're teaching us with video is like formal speaking, right?
Formal? No, this is like slightly formal.
Slightly formal, but I know most people usually when you talk you drop it, right? Usually when you talk you drop the yo, right?
Like for me, you can say 모르겠어.
That's why I say
because we're friends. Because no, we're friends.
Yeah, like no.
But if you're saying to teacher, you say 모르겠어요.
What would you say then? What would you say?
모르겠어.
모르겠어. Oh,
Just
yeah,
just
yeah.
remove yo.
Yes, I get the yo part.
It's called like 반말.
인구인 좋아하면
So it's like
그게 보여.
맛이다.
보여.
yeah.
맛이다.
So if you like it, make it bigger.
You got it?
Doesn't have 마실까요?
So Alexa, you know to drink alcohol. 술 마시다. How would you say? You want to drink? 마실까요? That is good. And like Gretchen said, you reply, 모르겠어요. That is how you reply. Now, let me tell you one irregularity. Now, 뭘 살지 모르겠어요. 살지 모르겠어요. No, 살까요? 살까요? It could be, should I buy? But it could be, should I live?
Yeah.
Now, but they're different verbs. 사다, 살다. They're different verbs. But for 살다, it is not 을까요? Because if it doesn't end with consonant, you add lir. But 살다, it already ends with lir. So you just add 까요. You got it? So 살다, just 살까요? Because it already ends with lir. So for example, to sell is 팔다. Now, 팔 already ends with the consonant lir. So it is not 팔을까요? You just say 팔까요. You guys got it? Now this is irregularity. Now, so we're trying to ask what should we send. Do you guys agree? I was looking on Wikipedia. Which country is famous for which? Like for US? Motorcycle? No? No? Not the. It's not famous? And what would you say then? What is US famous for? What item? Or like what kind of product? Or
Guitars or something.
guitars?
Yeah, like Gibson or Fenders.
Ah, that's true.
Even the quality.
And Azuzena, you got something? Like American products, American brands that are super famous. Like Apple, of course. Like
Think of fast food.
Fast McDonald's.
Yeah.
Dude, Chick-fil-A here.
Or how about Germany?
Also like beer and sausages.
Beers, sausages, cars. I'm not sure, but I heard that Germany has like really nasty pornography. Is it true? No, it's just a rumor. It's like that I heard. Like they have like this nasty ass pornography that involves poop. Is it true?
That's where the sad part.
Yeah. But like other Germans say that too. Like.
The apartment's mom was in Shiza movie.
We have a lot of funny ones.
Hmm?
We have a lot of funny ones.
Funny ones.
They have funny pornos?
It's not supposed to be funny, but it's just like the acting is so bad.
Oh, I would watch that. A fun porn.
Put that on my shopping list when I go to Japan.
Okay, and Sonok, if there's some like Australian product that is famous. Vegemite, that's it? So the biological weapon, that is it? Nothing? I heard, I thought that outtake steak was Australian, but turns out it is not. It's American. Yeah, but they always like shoot a commercial in Australia.
It's Australian inspired.
Inspired by Australia. How about India?
We're famous for cars,
Cars?
motorbikes.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard like there's, what's the name of the brand? The car?
Yeah, Tata.
Oh yeah. There's like this.
Just all the
But like, do they export those cars to other countries?
They own Jaguar and Range Rover.
Oh, Range Rover was bought by Indian company.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
They acquired them like few years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. So Range Rover and what? Jaguar. Oh, shit.
And then there's like NCN. So NCN was a German brand, but it's now Korean. Like that.
And Jonathan, you like earlier you mentioned like Switchblade. Is American Switchblade famous, or like in Switzerland it's more famous? Like Swiss Army knife, like that.
Like, I don't know who makes them. I would rather have a balisong instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is time to say, like, based on what you guys have like recommended, time to say, oh, bring this, take this. So how to recommend? Now, if you guys were here when we were dealing with hospitals, like rest, drink a lot of water, don't do this. You guys should remember, this is basically a review session about that. So you say 세요 or 으세요. Now, based on what we have learned, you should know which one has consonant and which one doesn't have consonant. If it ends with consonant, it says 으세요. If it doesn't, you say 세요. So, buy, like, oh, like, you should buy this. Let's say, Vegemite. So you're recommending to me, buy Vegemite. Now, the verb for to purchase is 사다. So, Vegemite, how would you conjugate it? 사세요. Because it doesn't end with consonant. If it ends like, okay, then how would you say, SD, how would you say you eat? 먹으세요. 드세요, that's like honorific. But 먹으세요, that is also possible. And of course, 하다, which is like the most common way. So like noun plus 하다, to do, and you can just basically make anything. Like to do laundry, 빨래하다. So you would say 빨래하세요. Like you got your laundries are piled up, you got to do some laundry. Okay, so we're almost done. So like I'll give you guys about 3 minutes with your partner. Practice to conjugate these words. Here we go.
What would be the natural way of saying
So you remember to send. We went through it earlier. I don't know what to send. To send was 보내다. So you were saying like 뭘 보낼지 모르겠어요, which was like I don't know what to send. So let's say I said send coffee. How would you say? 보내다. 보내. Like say send coffee. I'm recommending you. 보내다. Remove 다 from 보내다. 보내. Uh-huh.
It wasn't seriously. I didn't know what the word was.
아, 보내다.
And,
Is it a general name?
It can be anything.
Which one?
Any
No, no, this is, they sound similar.
just
oh, this ooh. Okay, that's the send, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So, send this is item plus 보내세요.
이거 사실. 오케이.
Send smartphone? At least a calling? But I thought you said sending something.
병원
Oh, so all this is just recommendation? So that you should do this.
Mm-hmm.
You should do this.
In depending on context, it could be ordering.
Oh.
Like 보내세요, then you send right now. But 보내세요, it could be recommendation. So it depends on context. But right now, like this is not ordering.
That's why I was confused. I was like, what do you mean order calls?
Ah. Yeah. What up?
Did I say samcheck? Hasi?
But this is not samcheck. This is 산책.
Oh, san.
To go for a walk, right? 산책 하세요. You're doing good. And how would you say give it?
What is 주다 mean?
To give. So how would you conjugate this? Give it to me, or like give me water. How would you say it? Uh-huh.
가족한테
In the park, only in the park.
Yeah, usually. Not
Jay, you got it? A little bit. Of course, like if you review, like it will be easy.
I had a thing to perform on Monday. Monday.
Just do it. Okay, it can be good.
flexible. So
What do I say? It's not pure friendship.
Yeah, like
Is that how you pronounce it, or is it pronounced?
Four Seasons.
This is same. You remember the irregularity that we went through earlier? Like 듣을지 모르겠어요. Like 들을지, 듣다. Like if it ends with it earlier. 들으려고 하다.
들으려고 하다.
Remember? Same.
듣다. 베이직 form is 듣다.
Because 들으려고 하다 is difficult. 들으려고 하다. Uh-huh. So same thing. This is also for here also. 들으세요.
There's
specific concept from
observers, they are like time is property.
Is that a rule with the consonants, with the
Just basically because 들으세요 is hard to say. So we switched it. 들으세요. It's like more flowy. Like imagine we have to say 들으세요. That's like it's like that. We have to sound like we're barking like.
And I like hiccup.
다 돼? 아 그래? You're going to JDC만?
Yeah, that and I gotta like get dinner and stuff.
Alright man.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm on mission.
Have fun.
I will.
Okay guys, can I have attention? Now 세요, it is nothing new. How do you say give me chicken? In restaurant, 치킨 주세요.
Chicken 주세요. Yeah,
세요,
yeah.
주다. There's nothing new about it. Now, so 세요, in this context, it is recommendation, but it could be not. It could be like forcing ordering something to do. So 보내세요. You remember 보내다 that we learned earlier. 보내다 is to send. Now, since 보내, the 내 doesn't end with 받침. You say 보내세요. Now, in this context, it is 보내세요. It is recommendation, but you send it right now. It is forcing someone. So, Azucena, how would you say drink? You drink.
Yeah,
마시세요. It sounds like recommendation, but it is peer pressure.
It's perfect.
So this is seaweed. Now seaweed is 김. 선옥, how would you say send 김? Item plus 보내세요. And Alexa, how would you say send funny porn? How would you say hilarious porn? I'm kidding. How would you say send German? What's famous? Sausage. That's even more weird. That's even weirder. Huh? I think it's universal. I don't know. Okay. This is 홍삼. You guys know what it is? 홍삼. Your parents will love it actually if you give it to them. 홍삼 is from roots of a tree, really healthy. So it comes in like squeezing, or you could drink it. Now, it's for like energy, like like you feel energetic, the blood flows better. So a lot of athletes drink this before game for like more energy. So this is called 홍삼. So Gretchen, how would you say send 홍삼? 보내다. That's to send. So send 홍삼. Recommendation. So if you remove 세요 is recommendation. Remember that, right? So 보내다, you remove 다, and look at 내. 내 doesn't end with 받침. So you just add 세요. 보내세요. It's like, you send it. So this is the final practice of today. So everything that we learned, we're going to combine them. So I'm trying to send a present to my family. I'm not sure what to send. What should I send? And I'm gonna say send beauty products. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some keyword like for vocabulary. Now, family is 가족. So to family would be 가족한테. Repeat after me. 가족한테. And gift is 선물을. I'm trying to send. So 보내다. So 보내려고 하는데. And I'm not sure what to send. We're still doing with 보내다. So we're conjugating depends on what kind of context that we're using. 뭘? To which one? 보낼지? 모르겠어요. And what should I send? Asking for recommendation, opinion. 뭘 보낼까요? Now we're still using same verb. 보내다. And the person gonna say 화장품. This is beauty products. 화장품 보내세요. Okay, now Korean partners. So family, switch to something else. And 선물, switch to some other objects. And send this, switch to something else too. And this is gonna take some reviewing. Like you go back and you can check. So practice with your partner. Like if you don't know, ask your partner, and you're gonna play role play. So this is the last activity. I'll give you guys about 5 to 6 minutes. Here we go.
Give you guys a sense. How do you play piano? I'm trying to send socks.
Yeah. I just learned about this recently. I just recently learned about it. About how it says like a but, and in Korean you can use it to end the sentence, right? But if like and then you continue on the sentence, right?
보내려고 하는데, then usually there's gonna be like contradiction or like.
Right? That's why I thought I was like, oh, I know that one.
Nice,
but,
nice.
But yeah, and then that's weird because you can end on a but, you know what I mean? And it's like, but you're supposed to continue. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, you're right. So, how would you say? Do you know how to say boyfriend?
Wait, I did.
I'm trying to send soju to my boyfriend. 한테. 를, yes. 뭘? This is like longer version of 뭘. Same. And I'm gonna say send 참이슬. What should I send? And send 참이슬. That's the brand.
Oh, that's it. Okay, I was like, I don't know what that is.
You say the head.
To buy? 사다.
Where's 보냈어요?
보내세요. 네네네. 보내다. You know 보내다, right? To send. Same. 보내려고, 보낼까요, 보낼지, 보내세요. They're all from 보내다. To send. 보내세요. 세요 was recommendation, right?
Right.
So send beauty products. And 보낼까요 is asking for opinion. So what should I send? And 보낼지 모르겠어요. Is I'm not sure what to send. And 보내려고 하는데 I'm planning to send. So they're all like, if you go back up, this is gonna require like going back up and like reviewing a little. But if you go back and like see all these, okay, it's all gonna make sense.
How about this to do? So you are working in Korean company or American company? What is this? Can you make it? So that's why it's available.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to buy an airport.
I think you work and after you go to credit, right? So which one?
Oh, yeah, try it.
I think so now you drop out your classes now you will it is
Okay, so this is the part, yeah, so then you're trying to do something, this will work.
it is not too this is your first to buy.
No, and then this one, yeah. I would exclude.
Maybe I will go to hometown state. Yeah, that is nearby.
I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to watch a movie.
Yeah, that's fine. So maybe 2 hours.
My brother is bothering me.
Last week, so we were walking to the restaurant and she was like, have you been to Bangkok?
Can you do that more? The night is now.
What about the new K-drama? Korean.
Korean drama.
In Korean.
Okay, everybody. let's change the verb, like this is all 보내다, to send. Now let's change it a little bit and finish it together. This is going to be the last exercise for us. So 친구 is friend. And 친구한테 선물을, now we're going to use 주다 instead of to send, to give. And let's see how we're going to conjugate this. So, Caleb, how would you say to my friend? It's 친구, by the way. 친구한테. And I'm trying to give a gift to my friend. 아주 되나? And 주다. 왜 주다? 주려고 하는데. Very good. Alexa, with 주다. I'm not sure what to give. 뭘 줄지 모르겠어요. And what should I give? 선호? 까요? Remember? with 주다. Remove 다. 줄까요? Because it doesn't have consonant at the end. And you say, Gretchen, okay, let's go with same beauty products. 화장품. Give 화장품. How would you say? It's same, 주다. Recommendation is 세요. Remember? 화장품 주세요. Very good. Now this might take some review. Now, when you go home, don't throw this away, like always. Go back and try to review. And if you look at final, look at final slide, it will make sense. Now we went through a lot today, so it might be a little bit difficult, but you guys have followed well. Thank you for that. And today, since there were not a lot of Koreans today, so it might have been difficult for Jung or Chonghyun or John to take care of multiple partners. So thank you for that also. Anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you for coming. Now, Jiun, John, did you book some place or no? Okay, let's take a small group photo and let's get out and drink makgeolli. Okay, come on up. SD, I should deputize you as a teacher.